Hey, what's up, Dreamtown? This little warm-up and movement standards and coaching is for Wednesday, the 25th. So we're going to start out with a very basic warm-up. We've got 3 sets, 15 knuckle drags, 15 glute bridges, 15 air squats. Right? So on the knuckle drags, we're looking at the front leg being straight, back leg being bent, and you're going to swoop your knuckles down towards the ground. Okay? So we're going to do 15 of those. Glute bridges, that's the ones where you're going to have your hands out to the side, drive your hips up high, back down, drive them up high. Be careful when you get up. I've heard sometimes a fart might fly out or something on your way up. Just heard about that. Not that that's ever happened. But after that, you got 15 air squats, right? So get all the way down there. Okay, they can just be nice and slow and controlled. Hip crease, down below knee, just like we normally do. We're going to have some thrusters later, so let's make sure we get that depth. For our workout, clock starts out at 0. Okay, this one I can see confusing people a little bit. We start out at 0, and then we do 3 rounds. 20 jumping lunges, 20 single arm hang dumbbell snatches. Have fun with this, Kens. I know this is your favorite. So after you do that 3 rounds, let's say you're done in 5 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's all good.
Okay. Then you're going to have a minute and a half rest because it's from 0 to 7. At 7 minutes, you're going to do 3 rounds. 20 jumping lunges, 20 single arm power cleans. And then on the 14, you're going to do 3 rounds of 20 jumping lunges, 20 single arm dumbbell thrusters. If you do not have a dumbbell or a kettlebell, I think a kettlebell would work for this too, but we're mostly looking for a dumbbell. Then we're going to use an odd object. So A is going to be ground to overhead with your odd object, so 20 jumping lunges, 20 ground to overhead. B, 20 jumping lunges, 20 step-ups. C, be 20 jumping lunges, and then 20 single arm odd object thrusters. Okay, so let's go over those movements. Hopefully you guys can still kind of see that there. I'll set it back here a little bit, see it a little bit better. Okay, so let's go over these movements. We've got, first of all, jumping lunges. Jumping lunges are for all 3 of these. Okay, we want to have our hands on our side, most likely. Okay, we're going to not have our hands on our knees. Hands here, we can start with our knee down, and then we're going to jump all the way through to the other side. Okay, so look, you don't need to jam your knee into the ground. Padded mat's kind of nice, possibly even an ab mat underneath there, but we want to get it really close. Just barely kiss the ground. When you're making your jump, we want to jump all the way through. Okay, so full hip extension, landing down on the other side. Also, that front foot. Okay, we're looking for a vertical shin here. We're not having our knee go way in front of our toes. So we're jumping straight up and down in between our legs. Okay, full hip extension, over the other side. Right, so those are your jumping lunges. You'll have sets of 20, 3 sets of 20, every single one of these, okay? So you're going to end up doing 180 jumping lunges today. Single arm hang dumbbell snatches. This is not something we've done in class before. I have seen it done at a comp. So it's a hang. So the very first thing you need to do is you're going to deadlift this up. It is going to come from in between your legs, as is the dumbbell power clean later, okay? So hang, we're going to go down here, right about your knee, chest is upright, back is nice and flat. I'm going to drive through my legs and come up over my head for the snatch. Back down, okay? And there's 2. So when we're doing this, we want our arm to be long. We want to jump high with our arm staying straight. Then the elbow goes high and outside. Dumbbell stays nice and close to my body. I'm going to turn around. I'm going to punch the ceiling. I'm going to get back underneath it. On the way back down, we bring it back down to our shoulder. Okay? And we don't have to stop here. We can just pass through. Elbow goes back. Arm goes straight. All of these movements with the dumbbell are going to be 5 on each side. So I'll do 5 on the right, 5 on the left, 5 on the right, 5 on the left to equal my 20. Okay? That's part A. If I do not have this, being a dumbbell, I've got ground to overhead. Today, my odd object some Della 400, some oil. Okay, this is very CrossFit if you ever happen to watch. I've got the balding spot, working on the gray hair. I just need a water jug, right? And I can make it onto CrossFit's Instagram. So what we're going to do here, so it's a ground to overhead. So it doesn't matter whether it is a clean and then a jerk or whether you're going to snatch it, okay? First one's the clean and then the jerk, or the faster movement would be to snatch the oil jug, okay? But it's the same thing as what we were doing with the other one. Arms stay straight, jump to your hips, and then punch the ceiling, okay? 5 on one arm, 5 on the other arm, exactly the same. When we go to part B, you start out with your 20 jumping lunges again. Now you're going to do single arm power cleans. Okay, this is coming from the ground. Same thing we're doing with the snatch, right? Hips are down low, chest is upright, back is nice and flat. Keep my arms straight until I get full hip extension. And then the elbow's going to go high and outside, and it's going to pass through quickly so I catch in the front rack position. Okay? And then stand all the way up. I'm going to do 5 on that arm. Once I finish 5, I'll switch over, do 5 on the next arm. Okay? So they are just power cleans. So we don't need to fully squat on that. We're just going to catch in that quarter squat. If you do not have a dumbbell, your odd object is going to be odd object step-ups. Okay? We're going to alternate our legs. So this, I can carry anywhere. Okay? I can carry like this. I can carry up on my shoulder. Okay? This is probably where I would carry this. I'm going to step up with my right, step down with my right, tap my foot, step up with my left, step down with my left. And that way, you're alternating back and forth. Each leg's getting equal work. All right? So, the only place I probably wouldn't suggest carrying this is in the farmer's carry. It's going to be really exhausting on your grip. So put it somewhere up on the shelf up here so your core carries the weight. On the very last one, you've got thrusters, okay? Single arm dumbbell thrusters or single arm odd object thrusters. Either way, we want the object to be sitting right here in that front rack position. Okay, we don't want to be holding it out here. We want our elbow out front. We're going to pass all the way through the bottom of that squat. We're going to drive through our heels. We're going to pop our hips and then punch the ceiling. Okay, 5 each arm. So it looks like this. There's 1, 2, right? And then I would switch to the other side. Okay, get all 5, and then I would do 5 on this side to equal 20. If I don't have a dumbbell, then I'm just going to be using my oil jug here, whatever odd object you have, okay? Same thing, then we're going to be in this position. Elbow's still going to be out front here. I'm going to all the way to the bottom, punch the ceiling. Back down, boom. And then we'll go over 5 on the other side. When you guys finish this workout, okay, you're going to have the first 7 minutes. Say it took 5:35, write that down. The second 7 minutes, from 7 to 14 minutes, that took 6:12. Write that down. The very last one, 14 minutes up to the 21 minutes. Okay, that's where the end workout's going to end, is at 21. Let's say that took you 6:35. Write that down. Now you're going to take all 3 of those numbers. I don't remember what I said, but 5:35, 6:12, and 6:30. Add them all together. I know clock math is hard. And then you're going to put 1 total time in there. Our dumbbell weight to be RX today on the equipment workout, 50 pounds for the guys, 35 for the girls. On the odd object, we're not weighing anything. Get creative, find something that's challenging for you. All right, you guys, a reminder, if you didn't see it earlier today, I'm going to send out an email. Tomorrow, we're changing the morning schedule to 9 o'clock with Jess. Zoom classes at 9. Otherwise, come see me at 5 o'clock. Have a great night. Keep kicking ass. Stay positive. We're getting through this. Love you, Dreamtime.